Hey guys, Seminko here. And this is the 20th week of Animated Hearthstone Puzzles, so I decided to do something different, which is to show you how your favorite Hearthstone puzzles are made. So, the hardest part about making animated Hearthstone puzzles is obviously coming up with the puzzle ideas. When I think of a puzzle, it usually falls into one of these categories. Either it's a counting puzzle, like the Green Patron one in episode 3, submitted by Potashu from Hearthstone Science, or a play order one, like episode 6, where a specific play order has to be followed, or a cool interaction puzzle, which relies on not often seen interactions between the cards, like episode 9, where Mimran's head effect triggered the Cold Master draw, causing the opponent to go into fatigue. I usually want to cycle through the type so the content doesn't get stale. Although coming up with card interactions which people aren't familiar with is proving difficult, so I'm looking forward to TGT. Wink. Every puzzle has to start somewhere. For me, it's been HearthstoneDeck.com, where you can lay out the cards, switching them from hand to board, attack, and all that good jazz. I use this site for my own creations as well as puzzles submitted by you guys. So once I have an idea of what I want to do, I start laying out the core elements and building on them. Once I think I have a good puzzle, if time allows, I sleep on it. Because when you're looking at something for several hours, you might get caught up having a tunnel vision, not seeing other possible solutions. Other times, you're aware that there are other solutions, but you leave it like that, hoping that people will notice and let you know when they do. And they do. Alright, so at this point, the idea is finalized, so it's time to go into Hearthstone and set it up. And this is arguably the most tedious part. Some puzzles are easy to set up, where I manage to get the footage on the first try. Others are absolutely impossible, like the one you're seeing right now, which I've spent over 10 hours on already, and it's still not finished. The important thing I learned is to take your time when building a deck for your puzzle. When a puzzle involves only 4 to 5 cards in your hand which don't affect the board that much, and a few cards on the board, it's usually okay to include 2 copies of each, allowing you a higher chance of getting the cards earlier. However, in a puzzle like this, where there are 7 to 10 cards in your hand and a couple on the board, it's not a good idea to include more than 1 copy of each, because some of the cards that you will have a copy of in your hand and will try to play will have a direct impact on the board that you carefully prepared, messing it beyond repair. Sometimes also causing overdraw. Right, so we're now a couple hours in and we have our footage. Now it's time for editing. To create the animated board, I first take a screenshot of the footage and save it as the static board. Then I go into Adobe's After Effects and combine that with a video of that specific board with me interacting with stuff. So the part of the board where the cards go is a screenshot and the interactive corners are videos. By doing that, the final video is less static and more like the real game. Now I start putting the pieces together in Premiere. Over the 20 weeks I have found a system that works for me, where I duplicate the previous sequence and it serves like a template where you replace only the part specific to the new video. So we have our board setup video, and now we have to create the drop-down title. Since this particular one was based on Flecker's puzzle, we'll give him a proper credit, eh? So from Photoshop to After Effects, right back to Premiere it goes. And one more time with the outro. Can't forget the outro. And since I replaced the original footage, I have to put all the audio and video transitions back in so everything is smooth. One of the final things before uploading the video to YouTube is the thumbnail. And every time I do one of these I feel like this.
Oh, welcome back. Glad to see you today.
The last thing to do is create the annotations on YouTube, which is a horrendous interface, but oh well. And we're done. By the way guys, I set up a Patreon account, so if you want to support me and help the channel grow in quality and maybe see other Hearthstone related stuff and all that good jazz, I'd appreciate if you checked it out. because if you don't, then you will face what's his name?
You face the Raxus! You face the Raxus! Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion! You face the Raxus! You face the Raxus! Eladar Lord of the Burning The Raxus! The Raxus! You face the Raxus! Eladar Lord of the Trampling Mill!
And sometimes, after everything is done, uploaded and ready, you realize that you totally fucked up and that the power or shield in a fire combo would deal 2 more damage if played on Alcana Soul Priest. So you just go back in and start all over again. Take care guys, bye.